Welcome to the easiest map in Birthright. Don't believe me? Here's me clearing the map in one turn while still obeying the rules of no pair-up. And not just only my rules of no pair-up, but true no pair-up.
On guard!
Here we go.
On my honor as a knight.
This map consists of 3 enemies on the preparation screen: Leo, Odin, and Niles. Beginning with Leo, he is a level 12 Dark Knight that has stats that are actually worse than his base stats when he joins as a playable unit in both Conquest and Revelation at level 2 promoted. I'm specifically referring to his magic stat here. For some reason, it's a whole 4 points less than what his base stats are, and it seems that those 4 points got shifted over to his HP. This is really not great for Leo as an enemy, as he's not even allowed to use his strength stat here. Ironically, he comes with an energy drop. Odin is a level 5 sorcerer who also has stats that are worse than what his averages would be at this level. Granted, most of that is directed towards his strength stat, which he can't use, and his luck stat for some reason. He's extremely non-threatening. In fact, all 3 of these units will get one-rounded with literally 0 effort. So the only thing that he really has going for him is that he gives us a free horse spirit. Stat-wise, Niles has it the worst of the 3. He does have Lucky 7, which can prove to be threatening if you have units with low skill, but his strength stat is so abysmal that even with the Silver Yumi, he is very unlikely to do meaningful damage to your units. The Killer Bow is also not a threat since it has so little damage output on Niles that there's just no chance he'd even get a critical hit onto your units, as 0 times 4 is still 0. The primary threats are the Faceless reinforcements that spawn extremely close to your army at the start. There's 2 waves of them, and the sheer number of the Faceless alone is what the game tries to use to beat you. Think of it as death by 1,000 paper cuts. There's also supposed to be reinforcements that spawn at the top of the map once you activate the Dragon Veins, but for some unknown reason, they were inconsistently spawning when I was trying to initially clear this map. As a result, I would like to propose an exception to my route all reinforcements rule, though that's not my only excuse. If you take a look at my deployments, I'm only bringing 2 units that are unpromoted, Setsuna and Kaze. Setsuna makes sense, as she's still working on support with Hanoka, but Kaze's done with all his supports, and Sakura is too, though I do want to keep using her for team building reasons. It may seem confusing as to why I'm not bringing a pair like Orochi and Kaden, or Oboro and Hinata instead. For Orochi and Kaden, they're already going to have a lot of maps to work together, since by this point I might as well keep capturing all the named bosses, and I'm going to be doing Midori's paralog very soon. For the other 2, they're in a weird spot. Since there's so many units that I'm trying to use at once, I ran into the problem of running out of Master Seals. There's no more consistent sources of Master Seals until after Chapter 20, so feeding any kills to Oboro would be a waste, and Hinata very shortly would be too. That's why Kaze's here as a filler unit. He won't be doing a lot of combat, but he will get some action. A lot of my higher level units are also starting to barely get any experience at all from the lower level enemies, so the only real use of the Faceless is weapon experience. Most of my units will easily reach their cap anyways, and there will be much better opportunities in the next map I do, which is a paralog, not Midori's. Before we start, it's time to reclass Sakura into Master of Arms. For a more mixed attacker, Master of Arms is the much better class to go in to get Vantage, as Birthright only has 1 Bolt Axe and doesn't have any 11 swords at all. Eventually, Sakura will leave Master of Arms to become a mage again, using a partner seal to become a Vaisara. That way, she'll keep her lance rank and gain access to tomes. For now though, we're in Brass Naginata mode for a while.
Try my best.
Setsuna, Kagero, and Takumi all begin by one-rounding one faceless each. The fact that these faceless are so weak makes for an extremely comfortable enemy phase, despite the faceless being much greater in number.
We're not alone.
Hinoka chips the faceless nearby with a javelin to weaken it for Subaki. Ideally, Subaki gets air superiority to pass down to Kaldori when it's time to do her paralogue. I want her to get at least some inheritance boost, despite both her parents being the same class as she is. That's also another reason why I'm pursuing Setsuna-Hinoka friendship.
I've got your back.
If it wasn't already obvious, Ryoma's a pretty good unit.
We're done here.
Kaze chips the faceless nearby with Poison Strike while letting Azura build some lance rank. Korin finishes off the faceless.
Everything will be all right. I did it!
Azura sings to Korin to allow him to one-round another faceless, particularly the one with Lance Fair, as it'd be really annoying to deal with on enemy phase. Sophie switches Korin back to a sword while holding the Spirit Katana herself. This will allow Asuki to kill the faceless that's adjacent to Sophie and get them both very close to their next level up.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
Felicia and Jakob go on both sides of Azura to body block. Unpaired, she can't survive 2 attacks from the faceless even with an HP tonic, a defense tonic, the defense boost from the brass Naginata, and Gentium. To survive all attacks, she would have to get a defense meal and she would need to have Sakura's aura nearby.
Be careful.
This enemy phase is massive, but they're all very straightforward rounds of combat. Enjoy the show. Fun fact, I reset this map 3 times when preparing to record this because I kept forgetting to unequip Astra, along with other preparation mistakes. There's even one that I still forgot to do, but I just rolled with it anyway. We'll get to that when it comes relevant.
Remain calm. done here. A hero's work is never done. One more.
The Faceless has now created a box around the perimeter of my units, so a lot of the action doesn't require moving at all. Kagero lets Felicia build more axe rank while killing the Faceless above her.
Rest well.
Takumi and Sakura both kill the Faceless north of them as well. Subaki kills the Vengeance Faceless from a distance, making sure to use Sakura's dual strike for weapon rank building. Hinoka takes the bow from Subaki and weakens the Faceless above him. This will get Subaki level 5 and air superiority. Jacob continues building Azura's lance rank and kills the Faceless above him.
How irksome.
It's my turn.
Huh.
Now that this area is free of enemies, Felicia can go adjacent to Ryoma and kill more Faceless with his dual strikes.
Stand strong.
Yes! We need each other.
If Ryoma switches Felicia to the Brass Club, he's able to weaken the Faceless directly below him before Felicia kills it. This gets her 1 extra point of weapon experience.
We've got this!
Stay alert.
Didn't expect that, did ya?
Show me what you've got.
Asuki kills the weakened Faceless to get himself a level up.
I smell trouble. I believe it.
I'm sure we'll be fine. I can do this.
Korin actually gets to do something fun this turn. He's almost exactly enough experience away to where killing Niles would get him to level 5 and get Rally Skill, which I'd like to do before the next paralogue. He's exactly enough spaces away from Niles to get at the very edge of his range and bait him into attacking Korin, so that's exactly what he's going to do. A point of concern is that it also gets in range of Leo, but he won't move until turn 3 of enemy phase, even if I get in his range. So for now, there's no threat. Besides, even if Leo did move, Korin wouldn't die from an attack. Leo does have a small chance of critting though.
We won't give up. Oh, please. Let's see what death has to offer. This is my chance.
Our new wave of enemies have spawned in, so we must immediately get to work on clearing them out. Subaki and Sakura work together to take out the rightmost Faceless.
I won't let you get hurt.
Sophie kills the Faceless directly in front of her.
I don't take orders.
I have no choice.
Hinoka weakens but doesn't kill the Faceless, and then Asugi will clean up.
I'm the caramel to your chocolate. Yeah, coming. Don't overdo it.
I'll try not to get in your way.
Korin goes above Asugi and kills the Faceless at close range.
It's my duty to help. Better for you.
The last Faceless in this group I need to make sure I kill from a distance as to make sure Leo isn't able to attack anyone on enemy phase. Luckily, Setsuna is able to do that.
I'll tag along. I'm here too.
Kagero and Takumi once again kill two Faceless above them without moving at all. The second attack will get Kagero to level 4.
No mercy.
Let's finish this.
Quickly now.
Kaze chips the Faceless with Takumi's dual strike, and I have Kaze switch Takumi to the Fujin Yumi to try and fix my preparations error, which I guess I can get into now. With the way my units are set up, there's no possible way for me to kill these remaining two Faceless without a critical hit or without me switching Ryoma to the Raijinto for a dual strike, which is what I have to do here. The problem with needing Ryoma to hold the Raijinto is that there's a high likelihood that he gets a critical hit, which isn't the main issue. It prevents Felicia from getting the weapon experience on enemies that attack him if he crits, but it also adds the chance for him to crit the enemy that's going to attack Felicia. If that happens, Felicia will die. The hardest parts of no pair up on enemy phase is the fact that dual strikes are something you always have to account for, and because Felicia would be getting hit with 4 attacks if Ryoma crits, 2 from the lead and 2 from its support partner, this enemy phase could prove lethal to her if she doesn't either dodge attacks, which is fairly unlikely, or if Ryoma doesn't crit, which is what I hope happens. Considering that this video got uploaded, you'll know that this enemy phase ended in success. But if I didn't, I would have to go back and give out some more strength tonics to my units, or simply forge a stronger weapon for any one of my characters. Frustrating.
Be careful. It'll be fine.
I welcome the challenge. I'll finish this.
Thank you very much. Oh,
Felicia just got Axebreaker, which I'll be completely honest, I'll be surprised if I ever find myself in a situation where I'm using this skill in this playthrough. That said, late game Birthright does have quite a lot of Berserkers, so the chance where it actually does matter is non-zero.
okay. Let's go. I'm over here.
I don't take orders. I smell trouble.
In this clear, something frustrating happened. Normally, Odin tends to go straight down towards my group on the left, but in this recording, for the first time out of many run-throughs, he decided to go right. I'll get to him towards the end, but this caused me to do some on-the-fly rerouting. Felicia kills the left faceless to reach level 16.
Stand strong. You deserve worse.
Whoa!
I decided to give Kaze the kill for this last faceless here.
Let me get a shot in.
I'm impressed.
Sakura uses Sophie's dual strike to kill the faceless adjacent to Subaki.
Sweet dreams.
Let's go.
Korin once again kills the faceless with the Yato, and Setsuna will kill the one that has Swordbreaker with the Iron Yumi.
Can't stop at just one.
Guess I did it right.
I'm the caramel to your chocolate.
I'll just
Setsuna
be
moves next to
here.
Korin so she can benefit from supportive and achieve perfect hit rates.
You'll be alright.
Let me try.
Next! Feels good.
Here, I'm counting the tiles that Takumi needs to travel to reach Odin, as he's a great candidate for the kill thanks to his terrain immunity. Luckily, as long as I can get Azura to sing to him, he is able to still reach, so my plans were not thwarted in any way. To reach, Azura pairs up with Kagero, who is able to reach Subaki, who I give in order to have Azura sing to Takumi while getting the Beast Killer closer to Leo. That said, this could have been made a lot simpler, but the end result would have been the exact same regardless.
Let's get started.
Now that Takumi's refreshed, he can move up to use the dual Yumi to finish off Odin, leaving Leo as the final enemy on the map.
And Odin Dark falls.
Asugi takes the Beast Killer and separates Subaki just for the sake of it. After that, Hinoka will take the Beast Killer from Asugi and use his dual strike to kill Leo before he even gets the chance to fight back.
Let's have at it.
Do something.
Defeated by an inferior.
No need to worry.
Next time, we play another paralog with the beautiful benefit of unlocking offspring seals. See you then.